Do you believe in angels? It's that time of the year again. Trees, candles, lights, baby Jesus, and angels. And I want to discuss angels today. There's signs. I saw in another video some signs that an angel has visited your home. I don't know if I believe this, but I'll go over them with you. An experience that I did have one time. It's kind of strange. UFO angel, but it happened. It's small, but it happened. And we'll be discussing it in my bedroom. I'm looking for a tree topper to suit my Barbie tree. I found one up here. I think this would be a great Barbie to open to put on top of my tree. What do you think? Let's get her opened up and let's start our conversation about angels. So I got her out of the box. It wasn't easy, but she has this little ring that goes on the back so you can hold like this and get you flap and her wings move. So that's my Barbie, and she has a pair of white shoes, which I'm going to be putting on her. And she had a hairbrush, and I don't know where that went. She has a lot of glitter, so uh, warning: if you like this doll, she does. She is really covered in glitter, so just warning to that. And I don't like glitter; I hate glitter, but she's covered in glitter. So first, I want to tell you about an experience that I had. It happened about 2000, I guess the year 2000. Every month or a couple times a month, I would see like a spark, almost like a shooting star, but maybe a little quicker, just dashing through air. And this happened to me constantly, about once a month, started around 2000, I would say. And I thought it was something wrong with my eyes. So I'm like, maybe I need to go have my eyes checked. I'm seeing, you have like these little floaters in your eyes. Raise your hands if you have floaters in your eyes. I have floaters in my eyes. And I thought, well, maybe it's something like that. I have these little flashes. And then I had a thought, well, maybe because I was going through some bad things, always going through some bad things, it seems like. But I thought, well, maybe it's an angel or a sign or something. That was just a thought that went through my mind also, because it was weird because I would ask a few other people, they ever see that? And they did not say that they had ever seen that. I like to put rubber bands, or I'll go back later and put strings, some thread, tie these on. I'm just doing this now, just so I don't lose them because I lose them so quickly. But nobody else had an answer or seemed to know what I was talking about. And then about 2020, we had moved a couple times in between that, and I was in the bathroom sitting on the toilet of all places, and I seen it. And this time, instead of just like going through the air, this is really weird. Oh, it came straight toward me, and it went right here, and it ran into me. It just hit me right here, and then I just like, whoa, that was weird. And then the next day, I had a little spot right here on my chest where that little sparkly thing had flew into my chest. What was that? Oh, I have no idea. And since that happened, I quit seeing them. Except I think last week I did see it one time, and that's the first time since 2020 that I have seen that happen. What do you think that was? Was it anything? It was something because something hit left a mark right here, right where it hit, and that is a hard one to explain. But anyway, that's what happened to me, and now I have one more story before we get on with how you know that angels are in your home. And I'm a little wishy washy on that, but my mother is a story that my mother had told me. Her and my sister were shopping one day, and my sister had started having panic attacks. And there was this woman just out of the blue. They were in like Walmart, and this woman just out of the blue came up to her and grabbed her bug and said, "Jesus loves you, and you're going to be all right." And then she turned around to tell my mom, and my mom never saw her, but she turned back around. The lady was gone. Was it just a coincidence? I mean, people do go around telling other people that Jesus loves them, but they were kind of freaked out by it, and they thought that was an angel. But anyway, those were the couple of things. So now I got her shoes on, and she is really pretty. I love her earrings. Look at the sparkly earrings and her little necklace. I don't like the glitter. And she had these little furry things up here, like, sort of like an angel feather. I guess you could say it's sort of feathery. Let me get those. So this is the little feathery things that were attached to each side of her arm. They fell off. There's nothing to hold them on. I could hot glue them or whatever, but they did not stay on. Which reminded me of feathers. So the number one sign that angels have been in your home or been visiting you is, and I got this from another video, but no, it's not my saying, I'm just repeating it, that you find feathers in your house. Okay, so I found a feather in my house. Matter of fact, I found one last week in my bedroom, but I have a feather pillow. So it was a small little feather, and I'm like, yeah, this came out of my pillow. I mean, what size feather? I mean, angel wing, how big would you expect that to be? I mean, to me, I think it's a little silly. I don't really believe that there's going to be a sign that an angel's in your home because of feathers. But anyway, it got me thinking about feathers and wings on angels. So I went to GTP chat and I typed in, does the Bible say angels have wings? And this is what it said. It says the Bible does not consistently describe angels as having wings. However, there are several instances where angels are depicted with wings. And these descriptions are often symbolic or specific to particular kinds of angelic beings. Um, Isaiah 6, 1 through 3 describes seraphim. I guess that's how you would say it. In the book of Isaiah, the seraphim, a type of angelic being, are described as having 6 wings, and not 2 wings, and not pretty like this right here. Uh, Above him, this is the verse. Above him were seraphim, each with 6 wings. With 2 wings, they covered their faces. So 2 big wings coming over their faces. And with 2, they covered their feet. I guess to keep their feet warm. I don't know. And 2 for flying. This passage is a notable example of winged angels in the Bible. So that's one. Then there's one in Ezekiel 1 5 through 14, and then 10 1-2. In the book of Ezekiel, cherubim, another type of angel, are also depicted with wings. So Ezekiel describes them as having 4 wings, but each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. So that 4 faces and 4 wings, that doesn't sound like the image that we see as angels with wings. Like I said, not like this little Barbie right here. A nice, beautiful being with wings. 4 faces and 4 wings. So that was in Ezekiel. The cherubim are also depicted in the vision of the throne of God, where their wings are part of their majestic and awe-inspiring presence. Then there's something about angels in Matthew. In the New Testament, angels are sometimes described as having a glorious appearance of shining clothes, but not always. Wings in Matthew, for instance, the angel of Jesus' tomb is described as having an appearance that is glorious, but doesn't mention wings. And just some that I remember, when the angels came to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, they looked like men, but they did say that they were angels, but the people wanted to have sex with them, and he offered up his daughters instead of do not harm these men, which were angels, and supposedly that was Lot. Was it Lot? Lot knew that the guys were angels, but that's kind of a weird story in of itself. To me, I don't like that. Who's going to? And I'm going to tell you, I have studied the Bible a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I mean, I used to read for like 6 or 7 hours straight and look up things and get references, and I really studied the Bible. And that one just never set well with me, that a man would offer his daughters his own to a mob that wanted to rape somebody. But who knows what the real reason to that was, or if it happened. I have doubts. I don't think that everything in the Bible should be taken literally, but that's up to you how you feel about it. That's how I feel. So another sign, number 2, that you may have angels visiting you in your home was you find coins. Now, I find coins all over my house all the time, changing the dryer. I mean, I don't see how that is a sign that there's been an angel in your home, but that's supposed to be number 2. Some will go through 3, 4, and 5. 3 being spiritual chills, 4 a ringing in the ears, and 5 is a feeling of warmth. So I've had spiritual chills before. I've been reading the Bible, and especially if I start talking out loud, I get this uh, chilling feeling, which has not happened in quite a while. But do you experience that when you get really spiritual? And I think that could happen in any religion. I don't say this is just Christianity religion, but I think anybody spiritual or not, I think you can get the chills. The ringing in the ears, I don't know about that one. What would that signify? I mean, a lot of people have ringing in their ears because it's a condition, and that would be very uncomfortable and kind of torturous. I don't know why that would be a sign that an angel has been in your home or visiting you ringing in the ears. I just totally, if you have a reason that you would understand why, let me know because I don't understand how that one would be. And a feeling of warmth. I don't know if I've ever had a feeling of warmth come over me. Have you? And let's move on to number 6, 7, and 8. Music beyond. So you hear music, maybe like it's coming from the sky or something. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. Let me know if you have. Butterflies in your stomach. That usually happens when you get nervous. You get these butterflies in your stomach. I don't know why angels would give you butterflies unless you saw one. If I saw one, I might. Number 8 is smelling sweet smells. I don't think I have a memory like of a smell in my mind that's a sickening smell. It's almost like I don't really know if I believe in reincarnation or any of that kind of stuff, but I have had some experiences, and I'm not sure everybody has had their own experiences with things that they find weird or strange, but I have a memory of a disgusting smell that I've had since I was a child. What that is, I have no idea. I haven't had that smell. I can remember how it smelled, but used to, like in the mornings, I could wake up and that smell would be so strong. I was just like, but it was not a sweet smell, it was a disgusting smell. So I don't know what that was all about, but I have not had that since I was a child. I do remember having that sensation of a bad smell, not a sweet smelling smell. And number 9 was feeling of not being alone. I think that if you feel like someone's with you, I mean, I guess that's the thing that most people would like, the feeling of not feeling alone. And anyway, I just don't have much to say about that. What do you think about that? When you have a feeling that you're not alone, that there's someone with you, by you, and I guess I have done that before. It's a feeling of comfort, just imagining that, even if you're imagining it or thinking it, that someone else, an angel, like your guardian angel. I always love this guardian angel picture. And number 10 is flashes of light. Oh my gosh. I did not jot that down and watch that part of this other video until I started my video. I don't pre-do these things. So, yeah, kind of work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I've seen the flashes of light. That's the only one on the list that really resonated with me that much is flashes of light. Now, when it hit me right here, did that mean that the angel, if it was an angel, of course I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but did that mean that it's inside me? Well, let's see how my Barbie looks on the tree. So, whether angels have visited you this year or ever, do you believe in angels or not? My tree is going to have a Barbie angel on it this year, and I'm just going to sit her right there. I'm not going to. I'm not going to force her on there or tie her on there, but here is what she looks like just sitting on top of my tree, and I think that's perfect. And be sure to put in the comments what you think about angels. Do they exist? Do you believe in them? And what? I mean, I believe there is things greater than we are. We exist, we are. And there is more than what we know, more than what I know. I know there's got to be more than what I know. And as recently losing a couple of parents, yes, I do hope there is angels, and I would welcome seeing either one. So this is added after the video. When I was editing my video and looking through my video, my husband brought up the fact, there's a couple of places in the video where you hear almost like a little voice or something. It's a, There was nothing in the room with me. The day that I was doing that was just me and the camera. And I don't know what that is, but John's like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, that is kind of strange. But if you called it, tell me what you think about that. That's weird. I don't know what it could be. But there was nothing else on. There was nothing else playing. I was all alone. I think John was outside while I was doing this, so I don't know what those noises were. All right, well, we'll catch you later on another video. Like, share, subscribe, and catch you later. Merry Christmas.